everyone. I'm very excited to be here and honoured as well to be able to talk to you all about clearing negative energy with energetic healing. And so my name is Audra, as Amanda had said, and I am a Reiki practitioner and energetic healer. So I suppose what we're going to talk about too, as I said, with clearing negative energy from our energetic field. So we look after our physical body, which is, through exercise and eating healthy. We look after our mind body or our mental health, and that would be part of meditation. And I'd also include things like yoga and in that sort of area as well. And then we've got our spiritual, our energetic body, which is referred to as, like the molecules in our body, and they are constantly moving around and they're vibrating around the body. And this is what we call vibrational energy. So energetic healing is really just holistic practices where the healer aims to alter the body's vibrational energy to restore its natural healing process. And this is done by removing blocks of energy through your energy centers, being your chakras. So, the body has many chakras within it. We've got minor chakras and major chakras. And most people may have heard of, the 7 chakras, which is your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. So when we talk about negative energy, it's really where our bodies are vibrating at a lower level, and that's where we pick up energy from other people, we pick it up from our environment, and we also pick it up through our thoughts and emotions. And stress is a huge factor in that as well. So whether you're a business owner, you're working for someone else, you could be the one holding down the fort at home and looking after the household and the kids, and especially at the moment having to homeschool. I feel very sorry for you. My boys are finished now, thank goodness. So, but and also too, you could be studying. Like you might be a student that's studying, whether it's at school or at uni and all of that. So when we have those impacts, and we call it dis-ease. So not disease, it's called dis-ease, and that is where the body is not functioning at its optimal level. So it's not that you're unwell, but you're not, fully well either, I suppose. And as I said, these come out in your body such as stress, anxiousness, experiencing insomnia, having aches and pains, or feeling, like physically drained. So having an energetic healing session is really where it helps you to relax and feel more balanced. And if you're already feeling good, who doesn't want to feel better? So it's a really helpful thing. And energy healing is not really a substitute for conventional healthcare. It's a complementary modality that works alongside whatever current treatments that you're using. And there's various types of energy healing modalities. You've got Reiki, you've got chakra crystal balancing, sound therapy, breath work, things like kinesiology, reflexology, and even massage. So there's a million different types of energy healing practices. So I specialize in Reiki and crystal chakra balancing, and a little bit of sound healing as well. So with Reiki, it's just a Japanese healing technique where the practitioner uses their hands and specific symbols over certain areas of the body that the client draws the energy from. And that is where you are, as the practitioner, the conduit for energy to be brought down through the world of the universe, down into the client's body where it needs to go. And the benefits of that are obviously like relaxation, providing you with more clarity, giving you more energy, release pain, and accelerating the natural healing process of your body. And crystal chakra balancing is where it clears the blockages in our energy centers, being our chakras. And that's also using healing stones to restore harmonious flow and align the mind, body, spirit together. So the blockages are usually developed through accumulated stress, trauma from both past and present issues that you might not have dealt with. And crystals have an ability to transform this negative energy by purifying and strengthening our chakras, depending on what type of stones we use. So I might just start first of all with a grounding exercise. Grounding techniques are great for coping strategies to help with reconnecting us into the present present, especially if we're feeling a little bit disjointed or you're too much up in your head, you're feeling stressed and things like that. So the technique that I'm going to use today is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might have heard of it before. It's where you see 5 things, feel 4 things, hear 3 things, smell 2 things, and taste 1 thing. And again, it's just to bring you back into your body. So if everyone would just like to close their eyes for a moment and just take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and in again through the nose and out through your mouth. All right, so we open our eyes. So what we're going to do is use all of our senses to bring us back into our body, our physical body again. So for instance, we start off with 5 things that we can see. So have a look around you and see 5 things, let's see, that you can see. So for me, I can see my computer. I can see my salt lamp. I have, what else I've got? I've got my clock. That's 3. My beautiful crystals that I've got sitting on my desk, and my oil diffuser as well. So now have a look. So now feel 4 things. So 4 things that you can feel. So I can feel the chair behind me that I'm actually sitting on. I can feel my clothes on my skin. I can feel my hair. It's all nice and soft. Washed it this morning. And what else can I feel? I can feel my feet on the ground. So I'm feeling, like quite grounded. And then 3 things that we can hear. So I've actually got some soft music playing in the background. I can hear my boys playing on their PlayStations, which I've said to them to try and be a little bit quiet. And I can also hear some cars out on the road as well. Not many, but just a few. And 2 things that I can smell. So 2 things that I can smell is I have my oil diffuser going, so I can smell the oils that are in there. And if there's something that you can't smell, think of something that you really enjoy smelling. So it might be beautiful flowers, or it might be a scented perfume that reminds you of, your grandmother. And then 1 thing you can taste. So for me, I've just got my herbal tea, so I might take a sip. And I can taste the peppermint in that tea. And again, if there's something that you can't actually taste right now, think of something that you might have cleaned, the toothpaste that you cleaned your teeth with this morning, or something that you really like to taste. It could be nice and yummy chocolate. So now we just take another couple of deep breaths in and out again. So now, do you feel a little bit calmer? I think people, just now that you've used all your senses, you've sort of gotten out of your head, you've actually seen what's around you, felt what's around you, heard what's around you, and it's really brought you back to your physical body. So it's a great exercise to use. Again, as I said, if you're feeling a little bit stressed, you could use it as part of your daily practice in the mornings. If you were in a situation somewhere, and you don't have to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It might be just thinking of 1 thing that you can see, 1 thing that you can feel, 1 thing that you can hear, taste, and smell. So again, it's just to bring you back into your present body. So today I wanted to provide you with some handy little techniques, and some of them might resonate with you, some might not. You can just try them out. You could add them as part of your daily practice. And just to help you clear that negative energy out of your energetic field. So the first one I want to talk about is smudging. So smudging, you might have seen these little big bundles, and I think Amanda has them. She can sell them at her place, and you can get them, like pretty much anywhere. And I tend to break them up, and so smoke yourself around, or not smoking, but smoke yourself around. And so that's smudging has been used in Indigenous cultures for thousands of years, and they use it to not only clear the energetic field of themselves, but also the space around them. So it's really good to be able to, so you just light it and you wave it through your energetic field, so all the energy that's around you. I start from my head and go down to my feet, but you can work from your feet up. It doesn't really matter. It's what feels good for you. So you wave it around, and make sure as you're waving it around your body, you're waving it around your arms and all the way down and around your legs, and also underneath your feet as well, because you want to capture that whole your whole energetic field that you're actually able to cleanse. And if you are not, and with sage too, well, your smudge sticks, you can make up your own. You can get your own sage, you can use lavender, you can use rosemary, and they're really good herbs to use to cleanse out that your energy fields of that negative energy. If you're not into smudging, you don't like smoke, or you're in you live with someone who who doesn't like it, or with your kids and things like that, you can also use essential oil sprays. So I know that Amanda, you had said one of your clients here sells oils, so you can make up your own essential oil sprays in a spray bottle. So this one's like about a 120 ml bottle. I'd put sort of about 20 to 30 drops of essential oil, fill the rest with water. And I actually also add a little bit of witch hazel, because obviously oil and water don't mix, but it just helps to keep the water from also becoming stale. If you don't have witch hazel, just a drop of vodka, it's, I'm sure most people have some sort of alcohol in their household, especially at the moment. And yeah, and you give that a shake, and then you just, again, do the same sort of thing, spray it around you and around your energy field. Also cleanse the area that you're in too, because it's great when you're cleansing your own energy, but if you're also then going back into an environment that's quite heavy, and when you've gone into someone's house and there's been an argument, and it's just really dead heavy energy in there, or if someone has been sick as well, you can also spray that in their room too. I like to use lemongrass essential oil because it's a great cleanser of toxic energies, clearing negativity. If you're feeling like a bit lethargic, it's quite uplifting, and also great with limiting beliefs. Another great essential oil too to use is tea tree, because it also clears the negative energy and energetic baggage as well. It also releases toxins. It helps to create healthy boundaries as well, because that's important too, having healthy boundaries. And it also has, it's great with energy vampires, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute as well. So, and a eucalyptus as well. Eucalyptus Australian, again, like your tea tree, it has medicinal properties. It supports your soul in facing illness, and deep-seated emotional and negative patterns as well. So there's some great essential oils that you can use too. So then we also have salt is another great thing. So I have Himalayan salt here. So salt is an absorber of negative energy. So again, you could have a salt bath. You could, and you don't have to use Himalayan salt. It could be sea salt. It might be Epsom salts. You place the salt in a nice warm bath and just soak in it. And you could put some beautiful music on. You could put a couple of essential oils in there as well, and just have that salt draw out that negative energy from you. And what you would do afterwards is obviously you drain the bath and you get rid of the salt. And it's the same with if you were putting salt in a room to again clear that negative, absorb that negative energy out of the room. Make sure you throw it away. Don't hang on to it. I would only keep it for a day or two and then throw it away, because otherwise you'll still have that negative energy hanging around in the area as well. And you could also, if you don't have a bath, you could have a shower and rub salt. I've done that on my body. Again, just the water running down. It's all very cleansing. It's getting rid of, if you've had like one of those just shitty days and you just go, I just really need to just lift my spirits, you can do that as well. Or put your feet in a salt bath, like in a little foot bath. That's a great thing too. It just relaxes the muscles, relaxes the mind as well. So salt is a great way for clearing negative energy. So another thing as well we talk about is affirmations. So affirmations are like when we talk to ourselves negatively, that is a really big thing of storing those blockages that we have in ourselves. We might have told ourselves limiting stories, and they could have been deep-seated from our childhood as well, like that, you know, you've got to work hard for your money, or money doesn't come easily to me, or no, I just don't know if I'm really that good at this. When you're constantly talking in those negative tones, it really does have an impact on your body. And I just wanted to show you, there's Dr. Emoto. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but he's a Japanese scientist who does research with words and how it affects water. And he did he got a couple of glasses of water, he froze the water in them, and then on one of them he spoke beautiful, loving words, and on the other one he had spoken negative type words. And when he had a look underneath the microscope at the molecules of the water, and I don't know if you can see this, but you see these ones here, this is what they look like, beautiful little snowflakes, and they're the type of things that came up when he was talking in a positive manner to the water, like, you know, such things as wisdom, truth, eternal, I love you, peace, and all of that. And then they were all beautiful formed molecules, just, you know, like all happy within the water. And then when the parts where he was talking negative to the other piece of water, where it's evil and you're a fool and stuff, you can see how they haven't really formed into a beautiful snowflake type molecule, and they're also clumped together, and it really didn't, you know, sit well with the water. And also too, if you have a look, this is polluted water before saying a prayer, and then this is water after someone had said a prayer. So it's amazing how you can turn something negative into a positive. And when you think about it, our bodies are made up of 70 to 80% of water. And if you think about what that can do to a glass of water, imagine when you're talking negatively to yourself and what it can actually do to your body. So having a positive outlook, what you're projecting out is what you get back tenfold. So if you're constantly projecting out a lot of negative thoughts and words and things like that, you're always going to feel quite heavy and negative yourself. But if you switch that around with your mindset and start talking positively, and especially to yourself, the way we treat ourselves, we wouldn't treat our you know, sometimes our worst enemy. So you need to be kind and nice to yourself. So saying an affirmation, doing mirror work, it sounds silly, but it is actually hard sometimes to do, to actually tell yourself that you love you in the mirror. So you wake up in the morning and you're cleaning your teeth, you might, you know, just say to yourself in the mirror, I love you, and I really, really love you. And at first you'll feel like an absolute fool, but it takes a little while, but it does come naturally, and it's really good. And it just then puts you in such a positive frame of mind for the rest of the day. It's like, you know, you get out of the wrong side of bed in the morning, you want to get out on the right side of the bed. So having some affirmations around, and it might be on your phone as well, there's lots of apps with it. Louise Hay is the queen of affirmations, and she has on her website, they have daily affirmations there, so you don't have to make up your own, you can actually go and research them. So yeah, so affirmations are a really good thing to also, again, just lift up our vibrational energy, because again, when we're working at a lower vibrational energy, that's where that whole negativity is going to start to form. Now, sound, and again, Amanda had said that there was a person here that does sound therapy, so she would know all about it. Sound works in a similar way as well, with affecting our molecules and our blood cells in our body. When you hear sound, it actually starts to move those cells around and they don't sort of clump up and group like you do if you're feeling sick. So it's so transformational on your body when you're listening to sound. Now, you can use things like you know, singing bowls, and I also have some beautiful crystal singing bowls at the back here as well. So you've got your Tibetan type ones, and I also have a clear quartz crystal singing bowl, which is a handheld one, and I use that during healings that I do on my clients as well. and they are just beautiful to sing around and just immerse yourself in their vibrational energy. And look, if you don't have things like that, you might have a drum, you might have chimes, or you can just be as simple as clapping your hands, you know, like just moving that energy around and uplifting it, because it's the same with your space. Space clearing is a really excellent way of also bringing up the vibrational energy of your home, your office, wherever your environment is. So you can also just listening to beautiful uplifting music too. So you don't have to go out and buy all these expensive instruments, but just be a little bit creative in the way that, you know, if you're cleaning, put your headphones on, work on some really, you know, like uplifting, you know, 80s music or something, and away you go. You might be jazzing around while you're vacuuming or doing something like that. Again, it's just bringing up your vibrational energy to a more positive, a more positive level. Also too, we talk about crystals. I can't not talk about crystals. So crystals are like they're beautiful when it comes to lifting our vibrational energy as well. They work, certain crystals work with certain chakras. They also work with certain areas in our body because they have their own structure and as well. So it's really good to work with those. So when I work with crystal chakra balancing, again, I place crystals on the person's chakras, and you can use things like clear quartz. Clear quartz is a great, if you don't have any other crystal and you want to get one, I would definitely recommend getting clear quartz, because it absorbs and releases negative energy. It regulates the energy, it resonates with all the chakras and clears all the blockages and things like that. So I'll actually use that as my wand to when I'm, moving across each of the chakras with the crystals and drawing out the negative energy, and then also closing those chakras and bringing back in that positive energy as well, because it is the king of crystals, and it just works with everything. So clear quartz is really good. Another one that's really good to work with is selenite, and I have this big beautiful wand here, and selenite vibrates at a higher energy level or high frequency, I should say. It's a softer clearer of blockages, so it's probably not as potent as what a clear quartz is. However, it is just beautiful. If you're wanting to work with loving energy, this is a great one to work with. And I have this in the lounge room. It's because it's great for everyone. It just brings a bit of peace and calm to everyone, as well as the environment as well. So it's a really good one. And I've also got I've got little ones as well, and I also have the chakra stones on there too. So I'll use that to wave through someone's energy, and you can do the same as what you would with the smudging stick. So again, if you don't like to use smoke or essential oils, you can use crystals, and you can wave that through your energy. You can also just use crystals to hold if you're meditating as well. So they don't have to be these big elaborate crystals. Hematite is a really great crystal. It's a grounding crystal. So again, if you're doing your grounding exercises, this is a really good one to hold. It balances all the meridians and just draws the energy down and out. And I actually use this if I'm traveling anywhere, especially if I'm flying. I will take hematite with me so that it grounds me wherever I am in, especially if you're changing time zones and things like that, and you're trying to get rid of the jet lag and stuff. Hematite is a really good one to clear that energy. Also too, wearing crystals. So I've got a black tourmaline crystal on my neck as well. Black tourmaline reduces the negative imprint that is, like pushed onto your body. Again, it's also a protective shield. And as I was talking about energy vampires, people that are talking, they're constantly complaining or whinging about someone, or also gossiping and things like that, and they draw you into their environment of negativity. So that crystals that help to block that type of energy is really good as well. So another thing with that too is cutting cords. So when we are hanging around, or if we're associating with people with a lot of negative energy. It could also be if you've been in a toxic relationship, an ex-partner, also what else, just yeah, in your work environment, you have what they call cords, you know, that your energy is being projected out to other people and places as well. So what you want to do is you want to actually cut those cords so that your energy is not being drained. So if you think about it like when we were little and you used to have the two cups that with the string in between it, and you used to be able to, like, you know, talk to each other. It's that sort of thing. It's where you've got your string going out to another person. And so what you want to do is you just want to cut that cord. Again, it's not cutting yourself off from that person. You're just cutting your energy off to keep it back and to keep you at a higher vibrational level. So with cord cutting, a great way to do it, there's a couple of ways you can do it, and you can Google it, and there's lots of YouTube things on it. But if you were to close your eyes and just imagine the person or the place or thing that you are attached to that is causing you a little bit of grief or discomfort that you want to be able to cut a cord to. So just imagine that in your mind. And then now what you can do is wave your hands around as if you've got a sword in your hands, and wave it around again around your energy field, and especially over your heart. And that way you are cutting those cords, you know, like, so that you're severing that tie of energy to them. And you can also, if you feel like it hasn't worked enough, you can also then think of it as you have a good look at those cords and you start plucking them out like they've got roots. Like if you're weeding weeding your garden, it's you know, like plucking out those energy cords that you want to actually just release. Because every time we go somewhere, we're always interacting with people, interacting with things, and we're dropping our energy everywhere we go. Everyone does it. It's like a dog shedding its hair. You're dropping your energy everywhere. So by the time you get home, you're actually feeling quite depleted. So it's really good to be able to call that energy back, but and give back the energy that people are giving you, but also cleanse it as well. So I'd like to just do another exercise with you. It's called clearing your energetic clutter. So what you want to do is you want to close your eyes, and this is something that you can do at nighttime. I actually do it at nighttime when I'm in bed before I go to sleep at night, because the whole day's gone, and then I just want to clear myself and have a good night's sleep, so that when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling refreshed and ready to go to start the next day. So what you do is you close your eyes and you put your hands over your heart space and you center yourself. So you take a few deep breaths in and out, and in again and out. You start to imagine and pull all the energy that's in your body into your heart center. And you'll imagine them as being puzzle pieces. So you've got a mixture of your energy and other people's energy. And you can differentiate it any way you like. It might be that your energy is blue and their energy is red. It doesn't really matter how it is, but you'll identify what that, the difference between that energy. And now what you want to do is you want to release that energy that's not yours back out to the universe and back where it came from. So what you now do is you say, I release all energy that is not mine. And then you push your hands out away from you. You say that again, bring your hands back. I release all energy that is mine. Push that out and bring back hands again. And once more, I release all energy that is not mine, and push it out. Now what you want to do, put your hands back over your heart. You want to recall your energy back to you. So now you say, I recall all my energy back to my space and time, and do a big sweep into your heart. And again, I recall all my energy back to my space and time, and sweep that back into your heart. And we'll do it once more. I recall all my energy back to my space and time, and sweep it into your heart. So now what we want to do is, now we've brought it back, we want to clear it. So now we say, I clear all my energy that I have brought back. You wave your hands over your head and back to your heart. I clear all my energy that I have brought back. Wipe over your head and back down to your heart again. We'll do that once more. I clear all my energy that I have brought back, and up and over and back to your heart. And the last thing we want to do is recharge it so that it's really optimal energy back again to get us ready and going for the next day. So now you say, you hold one hand over your head and one over your heart like a battery, and I recharge all of my vital personal energy. Take a big deep breath in and out. And again, I recharge all of my vital personal energy. Take a big deep breath in and out. The last time, I recall all of my vital personal energy. Big deep breath in and out. There we go. Hands back to your heart. Open your eyes. So that's a really good exercise to be able to use. Look, you don't have to just use it at night time at the end of the day. Anytime you're feeling quite overwhelmed, emotional, stressed, whatever it is, you just, or feeling too much in your head, again, that's another great exercise to do, just to be able to get rid of what is no longer serving you and be able to bring back and restore your energy. So yeah, so I suppose that's all it. And then, as I said, for me, I do Reiki and crystal chakra balancing. I also do card readings as well. Yeah, so I have a website, www.audradover.com, which you can go on and have a look for more information. If you wanted to get in touch with me, you can. My contact details are on there. You can send me an email, which is audra.dover@gmail.com, and my mobile number's there as well. I have a special on at the moment for distance healing, and distance healing is great, especially at the moment because we can't get out and about. Distance healing is still very effective. It doesn't have to be in person as well, because again, we're talking about energetic healing. So it's energy that is being sent to you and that is being cleared out. But I also wanted to just let Amanda know and everyone at Soulful Fitness that I'm also offering a 10% discount on my current services as well, just as a thank you for having me on here to be able to talk to you all about clearing negative energy. So you just need to mention that you're a member at Soulful Fitness, and yeah, so I hope that's sort of been helpful as well. And yeah, bombard me with questions. I was very, very nervous, so hopefully that sort of made a lot of sense. And yeah, I didn't speak too fast. So